All right, our chief congressional correspondent, Chad Pergram, is reporting live from Capitol Hill. Chad, some interesting reaction. I'm sure we're getting a whole lot more of it.
Sandra, good afternoon. Most Democrats contend that the operation demands a blessing from Congress. The administration did not brief congressional leaders ahead of time. Democrats say the president is not putting America first with military action abroad.
My constituents care about the fact that it's January 5th, and many of them have just lost the ability to pay for their own health care. They care about the president running this country, not trying to have some dominance in the hemisphere.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer accused the president of trying to distract from the economy and exploding health care premiums. But Republicans say Democrats are playing politics and criticizing the president despite success of the mission.
It's crazy. Trump derangement syndrome isn't just the domestic policy of the Democrats, but it's also their foreign policy. Evidently, if President Trump won the battle against cancer and cured cancer, the Democrats would take the side of cancer. It's totally insane.
Here's who will brief bipartisan lawmakers today: Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff Dan Kane, CIA Director John Ratcliffe, and Attorney General Pam Bondi. Democrats could try to impede further operations by restricting money for the Pentagon and the State Department.
The reality is that, to fund these operations, to fund nation building, they need the approval of Congress, right? And so they're going to have to come to us when it comes to funding all of these things, or do more illegal things and move money around illegally like they have in the past.
Now, the next government funding deadline is January 30th. Lawmakers want to know how the U.S. will manage Venezuela and if there are designs on Cuba. Sandra?
Okay. Chad Pergram with that update from the Hill for us. Thank you, Chad.
Hey, everyone. I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.